Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get started. Let me move all this stuff out of the way because I was working earlier. I made a mess. Huge mess. Huge mess. I'm going to be working on the Master of Magic journal book. And I've gotten a lot done. And a lot glued to my desk. Put these, put those right in there. Alright, I won't be on for too long today, but almost done with the outside. Let me get this off my desk real quick. It's going to drive me crazy. I have glue gun glue on my desk. I don't want it to stick to my book for some weird reason. There we go. All right. This bad boy over here. Going to do the side window that's going to be going on the spine. Let me show you what I've been working on. So I got the front stage part put on right here. I did all the little cards. Got the, let me put it like this. Until I get the shelves in the inside, I gotta put a weight in there. So I did the cards. I sealed all this in. I did the thing across. I made the little fabric thing here. The chandelier is there, but it's loose. It's like hanging. That way it's not stuck to anything. I put a few little mirrors in there. The cards. What else did I do? This on, these, that. Oh, I forgot again. That thing was in there. Then I did this earlier today. Right here. And I'm going to have two things that go in here. One of them being a little chest that I found. It's going to go here on the side on the shelf. It will fit perfectly in there. I may build the shelf today. And then I have another little surprise I'm going to put over there. But today, I also need to put on the little windows. So I got the door done. I'm going to put a little window here on the other side. And the light is still on, still working. It's hard to see with this light on, but there's lights in there. It's better when it's actually dark. Let me put this flat again. I keep forgetting this paperweight is in there, and I keep dropping it on the floor, and it's glass. I don't want that to happen. This is what it looks like. Let's see if I can. There we go. Now you can see all the lights and stuff in there. Try to pick it up without. And I may put some more mirrors in the inside just so they reflect light a little bit more. and that way it will do that. No, it's in frame. I'm looking at it right now on my tablet. You have to turn it sideways. Turn this off. My light's back on. I can see. And so I'm going to do the window. That's going to go here on the spine. And I got a few more. There they are. Goodies that I painted today. Some little symbols. Here's one of the little mini windows. I just put one coat on it. So I'm going to do that. Get that done. Maybe get the first thing done in the inside. But this sucker's on here. It's good. I made sure it's good and massive on there. So that's what we're going to do today. So let me get this over here out of the way. Do nothing to it. Put it down. Take my sweater off. I also got some other little goodies that I have dug out. Not necessarily going to use them, but for the shelves and stuff in the inside, I have a ton of little stuff. I'm not using all this. This is like some of my miniature stuff that I've kind of dug out, dusted off. Usually use at Halloween time. And that would be a good one to use. This is a what you call it? Tim Holtz ideology stuff. Which I just found out Hobby Lobby is not going to be selling Tim Holtz stuff anymore, or Cricut, or We Are Memory Makers. Which I haven't bought stuff from Hobby Lobby in a long time because I sell it all at my Etsy shop. So I guess I'm okay with that. Alright, let's get crack-a-lackin'. I'm going to lower this down just a little bit. So it's going to be a little bit weird for a second. I don't want to put it too low because then it'll be right in my face. And we can't have that. There we go. I think we got it. There we go. This thing has like so many little joints to it that I'm just like trying to, you know, fix it. It's madness sometimes. There we go. That's what I need. I think I got it. Alright. We're good. Alright, let me find somewhere I can put this, my tablet, so I can actually read the stuff. I had a little thing that I made for it. Oh, wait a minute. See if I can get it over here without knocking anything down. I can read what the heck is happening. And the thing you didn't fit in there. Alright, that should be good. I'm so paranoid that it's just going to come flying off. So that way I could see what is happening here. All right, so I'm going to work on the window. So I painted and sealed all these today. Get all these out of the way. I have a few more things I may do. And then I painted this. Just got wet. My paintbrushes are still a little wet. Alright. And look at these. Alright, I think we're good now. Good. Okay, so for this window, I think I'm going to add just a tiny bit of bluish in it because there is a little bit of blue turquoise kind of color. And let me put a little blue in there. And oh, thank you guys for the gift. Also, I stream this on YouTube and my Facebook channel. So I put an event up on TikTok so people know when I'm going to be on, but it will not notify you because I stream from a third party thingamabobber. So Tuesdays and Saturdays, knock on wood, seem to be my best days to stream because I never have doctor's appointments or anything like that there. Hang on, this is going to drive me crazy. And Saturday, and I only like to do a couple hours because if I do any more than that, I get like so unfocused that it can be a disaster. So I'm trying to find my good, oh, there it is. Good paintbrush. Just got a brand new one, so all right. I'm just gonna do, I feel like this will either come out one or two ways. It's gonna come out really not right, or it's going to come out wonky. I accidentally got a little bit of paint on this one, but it's sealed in, so I think I should be able to just wipe it off. I got my things over here. Oh, thank you. I just like to incorporate, like, I like to do lots of different crafts. That's just kind of how I am. And I hate being limited to like one thing, like painting or resin or clay or bookmaking. So I sit there and try to incorporate it all into one area. And it seems to be my little niche for that. That looks interesting. I got a little bit of blue on here, but repaint it with some red and some gold. It won't be that big a deal. It looks interesting though now. All right. So let's get this started. I think what I want to do, trying to think of how I want to do something different with this. So I'm just going to, I think sporadically put a little bit of blue here and there. Maybe here on the windows like this. I'm trying to go for kind of a gothy old vibe with this whole book. So I want to keep it like the base dark. because it's kind of like circus meets steampunk. And one thing you can do with the molds, this has a lot of details on it. You could sit here, you could take a paintbrush with some acrylic paint, and you could just lightly go over it to kind of accent it like that. I've done that quite a bit with molds like this. They're very detailed, so it's kind of hard. Don't worry about getting in all the little nooks and crannies. Kind of the same thing I do with the wax on it. And then I'll probably do some gold on it, and then maybe even a little bit of silver. I can do it like a turquoise rust effect too. Let me find some. That's the wet. Let me oh, I got a toothbrush up here. I don't like to stick my finger in there, mostly because I don't want it under like my nails. Oh, there we go. Oh, and before I forget, there is a new Stamperia collection coming out, I think next week, called Hidden Grove. And if you're familiar with the Stamperia collections, it's kind of like Woodland, the Woodland collection, where it's like little woodland creatures. So that's coming out next week. I've added in more hubby's glove handle stuff. What else? What else? What else? All right, that's kind of dry. And this stuff just wiped right off too. It's just Saranica wax. It kind of smells like oranges. It's got citrus in it. And there is an equivalent that I do sell because we can't get, we can't get the Stamperia kind. And the same exact stuff is the Sizzix kind. And I have them in my Etsy shop. I found the alternative finally because I was running out and I couldn't get any more either. I like the gold and the turquoise mixed together. Gives it a little bit of a interesting look. Alright, let me add a little bit. I'm going to do this. What color is that? Powder blue. I'm going to make it a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of this dark green. A bit more of a turquoisey kind of color. Thank you. It's over here. I have this one color called, there it is, Petroleum, and that was a good mixer color. Good steampunky color, actually, called Petroleum Green, and they actually don't make this anymore, but I still have some. I'm like, you guys better replace it with something else, because I love that color. And I'm just using my jelly pad, whatever you want to call it. This color actually matches, it looks like the book a little bit better. When I'm done painting this, I'm going to get out my glue gun, which is right here under my desk, and I'm going to glue that sucker on. Now, if you're wanting to make like a rusted look, or like rusted stuff, that's actually the fun stuff to do. You would add in like a little bit of like a lightish orange brown, and that kind of gives that little bit of a rust effect. And then if you do a little bit of the teal with it, then it gives it the kind of colorful rust effect. You can even just do green by itself. Like if you add this, oh, here, there's some right in here. Kind of do it like that. Kind of makes it look like iron, I guess. I don't know if it's iron. You know, the metal that kind of rust when it's really old, mostly from like water damage or whatever. And I'll go over this again with some more of the wax. Do the darker in here. I gotta remember to look this way. And I also have, let's see, got a little bit of copper here. Just put it like in little various spots. Y'all hear Ruby downstairs. She's going nutty again. Oh, I can see it now. I just turned it up and I just saw shiny. Alright, so there, you can see, let me get the background out of there. Hold on. There you go. That kind of gets it a little bronzy, turquoisey kind of color. You can combine these three colors are the best ones to do like a rust effect. Just touch up the some spots. Thank you. I don't know why, but I love to do like a black matte base like this. I have to put another coat on it because you can see it's kind of see-through. And then you can do like just a black matte on it and do one of these colors and it looks phenomenal. It's just, and it's so simple. Just what I like. I like simplicity. That's always nice. All right, which one? Where's the brush? Oh. All right, let me get this brush out. And I'm going to just seal this real. Oh, there. Paper towels under my desk. I put some sealing stuff here on my gel pad, but it's dry. There it is. And I'm using the matte. Only because it's handy. They have a glossy kind too. Sometimes when you use this, it will like turn purple. And that's okay. It's just reacting with the stuff you're sealing up. All right, and give that a second to dry. And then let me fix this little bad boy here. I didn't want to use like a bright red on this book because it's not really red. It's kind of like a burgundy red. So I figured, let's just do something simple. Touch this up right here. This is supposed to be like the little diamond of playing cards, so not really any blue in it, so we don't want any blue, so we're going to just touch it up a little bit and get all that out of here. And I'll just go over it again with stuff. Alright, and then I'll go over that again with some gold and then seal it. Thank you for the gift. And the likes and shares and all that good stuff. Alright, let me check my chat. Hi. How do you put the light? Oh, the light on the stage? It's a string of Tim Holtz lights. Let me see if I got a spare pair. And what I did to keep them in place is I use just a UV resin bonding kit, and it comes with this UV, whoa, hang on, UV light thing. Oh, no, that's the electric. You know, where you can, so like you can throw it across the room like that. But what you can do is, if like you put it, let's say I had a string here and I just wanted to hold it in place, just put like a little dot of that in there. And then you just sit there and hit it with the UV light like this. And then it just binds it together. And because resin is an adhesive, it's an epoxy, but people use it to make molds and stuff these days. But when you are, it's actually for binding, and then it hardens, and that's how I stuck up the lights. And they're in the inside. It's kind of like a shadow box on the front of the book, and that's what, it's a good adhesive. So whenever, let me make sure. So the lights are like under here in the back. And I don't know if you can see that, but see, they're kind of glued in there. See that little string right there? That's how they're in there. And I actually painted over part of the lights over here on this side. And you can kind of see that it looks like a gray dot right there. That's actually the resin that I used to bind it. And that's where it is. All right. This looks about dry. Hang on, let me get this little goop right here. Let's see. Just checking it to make sure there's not big, huge spots of the finishing stuff. Let me zap it with the Oh yeah, that feels good. And I like to use what I call flexi resin, where it's bendable like this, but it's resin. It's just soft resin, soft UV resin. Because if I need it to apply a certain way or curve at all, then it can, and I like that. And then I'm just going to seal this one back in. I actually thought about putting, I have those spades. Where did I just put those? Oh, yeah, over here. I have the spade and the club. And I may put like the diamond on the spine, like up here or something on the spine of the book. And then put the, the spade or the club over there also. All right. Let that dry. Then I can put, I also like to use this black mat. It's a super base mat. I'm going to add another little coat to this window. Let me find the other window. I'm going to add it. If I had another window. No. I don't know, I'll have to look and see. If I don't have another window, I'll make another one. I like it too because you can see through it and can tell if you got a good coat on it or not. This window's a little bit mangled. So I'll probably, I gotta make another window. I got it, everything right here. I've been making all kinds of molds and stuff. All right. All right, let me move this so I can put the book over here, and that way I don't get anything on the book that doesn't belong. Let me move these two. I'll leave those out because I'm probably going to need those. All right. So and I got hot glue stringies here. All right, let me see if I can stick paperweight. I don't like the thought of putting it that way. I kind of need it more this way. Hang on a minute. Because the door's on the other side, which I usually do after I've done all of this stuff. May have to just do it this way. All right, so I'm going to put the window right here. I'm going to put, like, use my pencil here to mark where I want it. So, the top and the bottom. Make sure it's even. Okay, I'm going to wait for my glue gun here to heat up. Then when I'm ready, I'll flip it that way. So let me see what we got here. I got a clove. It'll just be a nice little surprise when I flip it back. I actually like putting a lot of stuff on the spine too, because it just will go over top of the signature thread, and it can help reinforce that, just make it 10 times stronger. Wait a minute, let me put it like there. I don't want to cover up the hearts that are here on the spine. So I could put, oh, wait a minute, I got that little dot thing. with that. And also just put something on top. Let me think here. Oh, I forgot I got these little flowers. I'm waiting for my glue gun to heat up. Let me see what I got here. But these little paper cutout things. I forgot I have some stuff here. And I also put on there. Get these out. There it is. Add a little bit of dark around the edging. Get the little thingies out. Okay, so I can put this. I got the little hearts too. I think this should go right here. Ooh, 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 ooh. I have to dig out the little, gosh, the door scares the crap out of me every time. I'll have to dig out some of the little gears and stuff that I have. I could glue those on over here also. Scissors. Oh, I think that will work right there. Okay. Need to glue in the paper things real quick. Or at least put them where I think they're going to go. There we go. Alice was your favorite. This could actually go with Alice really well. I like the Alice in Wonderland collection too. That was like one of the first ones that I probably purchased from of Stamperias. Alright, let me move this down a little bit. There we go. I think it needs to go right about there. Alright. Now, let me make sure this is lined up. And then this is going to go right up there. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect. All right. Get this sucker on here. Oh, God, I thought somebody was behind me. It was freaking me out. All right, I think that looks pretty good. That feels good. Oh, my hands are cold. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let me get this one on here. It's so awkward because I don't want to mess up the other side because the door's over there. I don't think it will mess up because I'm like the queen of over gluing. Because I want to make sure everything's going to stay kaput. I hate stringing things off of hot glue. Yeah, it is the same kind of color palette. It's the same as the first Alice in Wonderland. The second one is Alice Through the Looking Glass, and it's more teal. But the first Alice has more reddish kind of hues in it. Not necessarily burgundy. They're like that apple red I was just using. All right, so here we go. Oh, can you guys see that? Hang on, my thing is severely delayed. There we go. Oh, good, you guys can't see it. See? And then there we go. So that is the spine. We have a door on one side, window on the other. I try to, as much as I want to, put stuff on the back cover, but I want to make it a usable book. So I want to make sure that like it could stay flat, which it can this way. Hang on, let me get these other little. I do not like glue gun stringies. I feel like they're a bit excessive. I'm just gonna put a little bit right here. What did I do with those sticks? Oh. And I don't like to burn myself with a glue gun. So annoying. I didn't use a glue gun for a really long time because every time I did, it had burns all over me. And it's not necessarily from using it like this, it's because I forgot it was laying next to me or something. And then, boom, there you go. I wish I would have thought of using a glue gun, though, the other night. I was trying to get this metal thing on. I mean, it went on just fine, but it been a lot quicker. And I have a tendency to touch before we're cooled off. There we go. Okay. So this sucker is stuck. It is not coming off. So I'm going to probably add a few things like to the sides. Maybe. I'm going to make sure it's still, well, yeah, it will still open. How am I getting? It will still open. I would love to add something here to the bottom, but if I do that, then it will sit cockeyed because I made this stage flush with the bottom thingamabobber. Oh, I'll put these flowers over there though. I like the flowers too with it because they're kind of like a mix of like teal, burgundy, and kind of a peach. Let's see, I think I'm gonna stick them down here. The only thing that's hard is trying to like push things together because you don't want to break anything else. And I'm so unorthodox. I never ever follow the same pattern with stuff. Sometimes I'll do the cover first and then I got to mess with the signatures in there. And I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Why didn't I just put the signatures in first? And then sometimes I sit here and, do other crazy stuff. And then I'm like, I don't know why I did that. Kind of like this right here. I need to find my, like, gears and stuff. My husband's acting like a nut. Okay, so the next step in this process, I'm kind of excited for. These, I may end up sticking them like in here on the door if they don't get in the way. Which I don't know if they will. If they do, I can always stick them on the back wall. I can stick them on the back. Stick them on anything. I can stick them right here. Actually, I may end up doing that. Kind of sticking it on the side. Because I got the heart here. I got the club on this side. I could put the, what is that, spade on this side. And I could put the diamond like this on the other. The only thing is, this stupid diamond is kind of sticks off. I kind of should have put that right there, but it's as big as the heart. Put it like that, I guess. One on each side or something. I don't know. But I like the little club thing. And or I could put like the set of playing cards or something like that on there. It would look pretty good. Those actually wouldn't look bad there if I didn't put flowers there. I'm not sure how I feel about the playing cards yet. That's why I haven't really suggested putting them on there. I mean, this is what they look like. And I mean, they're okay. I could put them over here, like kind of staggered, like maybe like one this way, and then like one this way. Which would look, I mean, that would look good that way too. I could put one over the little doohickey right here. And then put like one up here. And then put the other one like below it. I may end up doing that. I think that wouldn't look too bad. You know, so the only problem is I gotta have enough room for the thing I'm putting in the inside. I have two things I'm doing, one over here and one over here. So I gotta make sure that I gotta have enough room for this magician chest thing I got going on here. Mine's in there. You hear Ruby? No, I'm not. Oh, she's been a sassy little thing today. She's driving Jeremy crazy. I could hear him upstairs. He's like, "What, baby? I don't know what you want. What?" And she can't, you know how kids are, they can't get it out. And she's like, "I just love you." And he's like, "Well, I love you too, but it's not really something to cry over." She's very emotional, I guess. I don't know what you call that. I'm like, "What are you doing?" I said, "You got to be my big tough girl. Why are you so emotional?" I don't know. I was like, "Well, you need to kind of knock it off your freaking daddy out." He doesn't know how to handle that. He doesn't deal well with emotional people. He hates when women are emotional and stuff. And if I were to start crying right now, he would too. That's how emotional it makes him upset. He'll be like, "Oh my god, what's wrong? What can I do?" There we go. My daughter Kaylin, something fell off of her wall in her room and broke the frame thing to her light switch, and she wants me to make her a new light switch cover. And I said, "Well, what do you mean a new light switch cover? What do you want it to be?" She's like, "I don't care. You can make one. I know you can." And I'm like, "Well, I can." I was like, "What are you going to do if it's like pink or something?" She was like, "I'll paint it black." And I was like, "Okay, so no pink. I'm going to paint black." Maybe I'll make her one out of some extra stuff I have here. I'm just getting this extra glue melted down. Or I'll start picking at it. Using the tip of it really, really helps. Just the tip. That's what she said. Or that's what he said, I guess. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna set this. I'm not gonna melt anything. Okay, so let's make sure nothing's hot. Got these little stringy things right here. Hang on. And the other reason I want to get the shelves in there is because the book is kind of, it needs that extra support on the inside. I always have to do stuff like that. I'm doing the same kind of layout as I did the Bercante Antiques book, where I made it wider like this, and then I put like shelving, something like that in there. I also did the Haunted House book, the first one I did. I also have little stickers I could put over that and stuff. Or I may bedazzle it. Maybe I'll bedazzle it. Yeah, Ella's really the only tomboy. Lily likes to spend time outside, but she's not really tomboy. You know, she doesn't like do those sort of, you know. I don't know. Ella's like me. All right, I need to measure this. Let me see. Is this you? Write me a text message? No. Oh, this notification after notification. Okay, so let me measure this, see what I got to work with, because I don't want to run into those little doohickeys. I have to measure it from that envelope right there. Probably, oh, it looks like almost 3 inches. This one is 3 inches, so why? Surely it's not that much. Yeah, 3 inches would actually work. 3 inches, the whole thing is 8.5 in height. So that should work. All right. Guys, it's getting heavy. Big Bertha here. Let me move my paperweight. All right. And all the little shelving and stuff that I like to do, I make out of chipboard. Is this my clean chipboard? No, that's not. And it's just really, really simple. You just got to have a little imagination. Let me move this. And what I do, wait a minute, what are these? Oh, I can use these after I spill everything. Hold on. I forgot I had pieces of chipboard up here. And these little things. These things are actually kind of cool because they're decorative chips. And they're really thin pieces of wood. So you could actually like mold them and glue them like that on the stuff. So, you know, you can't do it too much, but you can do it enough. And then, you know, I don't know. That one I painted already, so it may not do it. Which one I haven't? I don't know. But stuff like this might be a little bit harder to do. These, though, I kind of like the heart one. I'll probably end up gluing it on there, and I can paint it different. I found this little chest. Ooh, let me stick these in here. And in my box of little stuff that I always have. And I was like, I'm going to make like a magician chest. Out of it. That's Magic Bertha. That's exactly right. She's like what happened to the bearded lady at the circus. That's the other thing I'm working on. I'm working on washi tapes because I like a certain kind of washi tape. And I finally found a company that I'm going to use, I think. And I have so many graphics I created last year, and I really, really want to use them. These are perfect. These are exactly 8.5 in height. So 3 inches. Let me do that first. Let me just do it this way because this is almost 8.5. Where did I just do? I put that ruler over here. Where'd it go? I'll be so tickled pink if I could get this book completely done this week. Probably not going to add really anything to it. Just this. I think this is enough. And my haunted house journal from not last year but the year before, what, 2023, I made a hidden bookshelf thing. This is how I did it. Super easy. My knife. Need to find another blade here. I used to make bookshelves and Barbie furniture growing up. Wanted a Barbie house, never got one. So I had to improvise. That's probably where the imagination for this kind of stuff started. All right, let me think. What is that? How far I can go out here? Probably like 2 inches. This is gonna drive me crazy. Hold on. I gotta cut this little thing off. You know, I also had to buy more scissors, and it wasn't my fault though this time. My daughters stole my scissors, and they were using them, so I just went and I got some more. But I like these. These ones are kind of longer, but they're not as long as like, the big behemoth looking ones. But they're good and sharp, and I really like them. All right, I may use these for my little shelving stuff. 2 inches. Also, I will probably double up on. What the heck was that? Double up on the thickness of them. Yeah, I know. Everybody's. Look, where are they at? My daughters just bought me some earrings. See, they said, "Oh, we saw pink, we saw hearts, and we bought you some earrings." They just gave them to me. Isn't that funny? I got everybody looking out for pink now. I think that's hilarious. Even my mother-in-law will sit there and she'll be like, "Oh, I saw this pink sweater and I thought of you. Because everything of yours is pink." I just like it. When I saw I could get a pink desk and it was only like $80, I was so happy. I told my husband like 3 years ago, I want my own like pink craft room, but I want the craft room to be like white and then everything in it to be like pink. And then it could have hearts all over it. I am really starting to get into these crafty shapes, though, that Stamperia has, because I get all kind of ideas for them now. I got a whole box of them, and I'm like, I gotta do something with these. Make book covers or whatever with them, and little shaker things. Okay, so probably go like this. Hopefully. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm good. It will perfectly fit in there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What, Jack? Oh, wait. No, he sounds like something off Jurassic Park now. Every time he sits there and makes noise, he's like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what the heck? And sometimes it will be like dead quiet in the house, and he just goes, and scares the crap out of you. We're not used to that kind of big dog energy. And I'm just like, dude, that's too much. You're too much sometimes. I'm going to do double up on the back. All right, let me make sure that this will be a good, it should be a good size no matter what, I think. The only thing that's going to affect it, oh yeah, that's perfect, is the shelves on the inside. I might not have to use these things, hold that stuff in place because it's good and thick. I might not have to. Let go. There we go. Okay, so this is the plan for this. This is going to be like the magician's like storage shelf. On the other side, I'm going to make a ticket booth. Like coming into the show kind of ticket booth. And I kind of got it in my head how I'm going to do it. The only issue is it's going to end up being dark, and I want it to be bright. So I may either have to string up a light in there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let me get this. This is making me balance off. or make it really open to where, you know, you can see in there. All right, gotta do a top, bottom. Okay, so it's 2 inches this way. That should be fine. Yeah, 2 inches by 3. Let's see this. That's the other thing that I have to call my rep about is Crafters Pick Glue. They no longer have it, their website, and I'm like that's my glue that I use everything for. Let me go grab some more kit over here. I need it. I need it. So if I can get her to get me some, that's what happened with the crafty shape things that everybody wanted, the little stencil thing. So she ended up pulling in favors to try to get me some for my Etsy shop so I could have it for people, because they always ask me where I would get it from. And I finally got it in, and I was like, she asked me how many you wanted. I said like 20, and I think I got like 6 left, but I can't get any more after that. And I'm like, oh crap. So if it ends up it's discontinued, I may have to stock up or find an alternative, and I'm not too happy about that, because Beacons is okay, but I don't like it that much. This does everything. All right, so I need to do 2. I'm going to do a couple of these by 3. Okay, I got 30 minutes left. Let's see what I can get done in 30 minutes. I can get a lot done in 30 minutes. We got a whole book in like 30 minutes now. I'm also going to be adding tutorials only to my YouTube channel. So if you're not following my YouTube channel, 4 Girls Stole My Heart, you might want to, because that's where I'll be putting all the tutorials from now on. All of them. As much as I like TikTok, YouTube is actually better with, monetizing stuff. TikTok, they pay you cents. You get 25,000 views on a video, that's $3. And I'm just like, so unless you get like millions of views, it's not worth it. But YouTube, and you have to like, it's all kinds of stipulations too. Like, it has to be within a certain time period and blah, blah, blah. YouTube will pay you for all of your views, which is nice. And I watch other people's, like, other videos on there too. And I don't know if you guys know this, but you can get paid for watching ads on YouTube. I didn't even realize that I had it set up that way. But you can. What did I say? 3? Yeah, 3 inches. Wait a minute. No, it's going to be more than 3 because it's on the outside. So it's going to be about almost 3 1/8. I'll remember that. Oh, yeah. Or they call you when you're in the middle of having your dinner and say, I got a flat tire. Help. That's always how it goes. Interrupted my Friday night. That's what she was doing. I'll probably be on live again at 2 on Saturday Eastern time. That's a good time for me because then it's not too late. I wish I could go on live during the day, but I have homeschool kids. My husband works from home most of the time. God, I wish he would go back to work. Hello, hello. I'm like, when are you going back to work? And he's like, why, you don't like me here? And I was like, I can't miss you if you're in my face all day. Just what I tell him. All right. So let's let that dry just a teens, and then I can get all the shelves cut out. And then I got glue on my hands. Got glue on the pitties. Also, I'm going to be hosting a Ferris wheel press giveaway like I did last year, international giveaway. Oh, I mean, come on. Yes, it's perfect. I got to get the side glue down though first. And in April. So make sure you guys look out for that. That will be all kinds of fun. They had a huge response last year, but they do giveaways all the time with ambassadors. So I only like to do one like once a year. I don't mind doing one, but it kind of stresses me out a little bit. because I'm like, so it makes me anxious actually more than anything, because I'm like, oh my gosh, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? And it's almost, I think it's for like a week straight. And they have a huge new collaboration coming up that is being released, I think, in April. And I think it's in April. It's Lord of the Rings. And I've seen the colors and they're, wow, spectacular. I'll be working with them doing that also. I'll be busy. And then slowly but surely, I'm finally adding all of my washi tapes, to my binder, the ones that I can. That sucker is thick. Like my butt, it's thick. So I was like, I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to fit in here. I have to get another binder. My husband was like, no, that means you have too much washi tape. And I was like, that is blasphemy. We don't talk like that in this house. Or you're going to put a quarter in the swear jar. All right. There we go. Actually, that feels pretty good. I like to put 2 sheets in the back because then it's good and sturdy. It's got a good base and foundation for that. All right. So here at the bottom, I'm going to have this little bad boy. And then what I think I want to do is I want to do some shelves. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do like almost like a the library card catalog thing, like do like a set of them, like a set of 9 of them, like here in the middle. Do like a shelf, maybe a shelf or 2, and then do like a little card catalog looking thing. I need one of those little bottles. Probably put some bottles in there and stuff, stuff you would use. I do have what? Oh, a little box of goodies. I do want to put like a little bird cage in there on the shelf because you know how magicians have like birds, and stuff. So, and like little jars of stuff. Kind of like he's a questionable magician, and everything. That would look cute like that. So I put a bunch of stuff in here. So I think I'll do that. Let me get a jar out. And then I'm going to get like this bird cage out so I can use those as references of what I got to do here. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to need a shelf. No, I can't put a shelf above it because then I won't be able to open it. I'll probably do. I may leave it like where it can open like that much. And then I'll start like right about there. So I could still get my hand in there to open it. Yeah, maybe like right there. Let me mark that real quick. Pencil. All right. That way I know where that is. Almost forgot. And then probably like little jars all up here. And then I could put a big thing maybe over here and I'll put a small one. I don't know. We'll have to see what we got working with here. Is this the same? Yeah. All right. So this is going to be less than the 3/8 because of that. Or it's going to be less than 3. Let me make sure. I'm just going to mark this and make sure my measurements are right. While that's drying. less than 3. Okay. I do not like to figure out what the measurements are. I usually say 2 notches before 3. I know it's probably like 16 18ths or something like that, or 14 16ths. I'm just like, nah, 2 notches before 3 is easier. I gotta make it shorter. Let me see. Yeah, let me make them a little bit shorter. I think. Make like a little cubby thing. Probably do it right there in the middle. Do a shelf. Kind of like it like this, so. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. My gosh, I thought we were under attack today at our house. I got scared the crap out of because I heard like this roaring sound, and I was like, what the heck is that? Our garbage can, it was so windy out, our garbage can started rolling down our driveway, and it sounded like we were under attack, like a tornado. It sounded like a tornado. It was so scary. I about hit the deck. Okay, surely it's not 3. Let me see. How did I make this? It's a little less than 3. It is less than 3. Maybe it is in that one spot. Oh, that looks right. Okay. So I'm going to do that right there. I'll probably do this. Which one will mark at? Oh. Like right there. And then I can do stuff in between. Alright. I feel like I'm caulking my bathroom. That's what this feels like. The same kind of stuff, except for this is glue. Yeah, it was riding dirty. Thank goodness I got the trash yesterday. My gosh, it would have been a disaster. I'm such a wuss that I did. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is it. All right. Looks messy right now, but that's okay. We'll dry. We will dry. All right. So one thing I'm going to do, this is my little, let me move this. I think what I may do is like 1 and 2 here. That'll work. Oh, that's just barely. That's too long that way. Okay, and then I'm going to make a front facing thing. Okay, I got it. Let me move this real quick. Let me see what. Here before 2.5, and this is probably needed to butt it. Okay, here before 2.5. And then, what was I going to say? Maybe like, yeah, about 2.125. 2.125, and I forget what I said before. I figured it out. All right. Okay, I'm going to make like little drawers. I got these cute little drawer pulls that I like to use all the time. Stuff like this. Put them on there after it's painted. Okay. Wait a minute. No, that's this. Let's go in this way. We need less than 2, so it's going to be about maybe like right there. And try one of these and see how it works. I'll cut this one out. Try this. If it works good, then we're good. That way, if I got to make any adjustments, I'll just sit there and remeasure it. Then paint it. And get it sealed and stuff. I might be able to put it in there today. Yeah. It's hanging out just a flipping hair. Okay. Oh, a minute. Hang on. Let me push back. Okay. Like it needs like that much of it, but other than that, it's good. Let's see, what do we got? Let's see what that was. Right there. wish I would have thought about putting like little bookshelves in the vintage library book when I did that one. It would have been really good. Okay, get this in there. I'm stuck on something. There we go. Let me straighten these up. And still, where are my good scissors? Okay, and then for the middle ones, I'll put just boards going straight across because it's a facing. They're not necessarily. I just thought about something. It's a facing. Oh no, it'll be okay. Should be okay anyway. Oh yeah, okay. I see what I can do. I'm gonna do it. I have no idea how I came up with some of this stuff when I was on live doing this. I was like insane. It's golden Oreos. That's what it was. Well, that wind is scary. Right, let me move this over. That actually looks good. Okay. Now, there's nothing going to be in there. It's just going to be fake. It's all fake. So I need to come up with a little facing thing here. I'm going to stick it in stick it in the inside. Again, it was Ooh, that wind is kicking outside. Okay, there's a little trick I like to do when I make like drawer facings. I make sure these are this right size. So this is technically like 3 drawers, but instead of like, you know, make it 3 separate drawer facings, I'm just gonna kind of, oh, that's perfect. Okay. I like to give it the illusion that it's 3. I'm gonna take this. Oh, good. I like it when it's nice even numbers here. No. This would be, let's see, right there. Need to probably a little bit bigger. Yeah, let me make it a little bit bigger. And figure out where they need to be divided at. It will be a lot easier. That's pretty darn close. Yep, that's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide it very easily with my knife here. So it will look like, I know they do. Well, I like golden Oreos. I do not like regular Oreos. I've never liked regular Oreos. I don't know what's wrong with me. I also don't like Reese's Cups too. And that apparently is an abomination or something. I don't know. I'm just going to take my knife and very like gently, I'm going to make like a little line. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Do it this way so I can see better. She make like a little indent. So when I go to paint it, it will still be there. And I'll kind of dig it out a little bit like that. Then it has little drawer facings on it. These are always the hardest to put into because you got to kind of be glued from all sides. Kind of, whoop, shoved in there. Shoved it to submission. And I want it to kind of go back a little bit, so it's kind of off of the front. That makes sense. See how that is? There we go. There you go. Yeah. All right. 2 more faces, and then paint it, and then I think we'll be done. And I'll show you. Oh, I have them right here. Keep them right here. I have. That might. The little. What you call it? Drawer pulls. They're right there. So I have a bunch of them. So hopefully I have 9. Yeah, I got 9. And my little pod people are in there. I have little people because I like to stick them in wax seals. So yeah. All right. So let me measure the next one because I guarantee you it is not correct. It's not like that one because that's how I roll. It's about right in the length. But yeah, when you push it back, I don't know why, it just gives it a little bit more the illusion that it's an actual drawer. Hang on, I gotta bring this closer so I can see. All right, let me put that there. No, I'm brave, and I told you these are really good scissors. It won't be for long after I'm doing this stuff to them, but ooh, okay, this side is pretty good. Won't be able to get back out. See, this side will be a little bit bigger, so that's why I can't use the same thing. All right, let me do my little marks here. What are you doing, Ruby Cube? Ruby. Ruby. She's outside my door doing something weird. What are you doing? Unless she may be getting something out of her room. I think the fun part is once you get the little shelves in and decorating them. That's the fun part. Gotta make a top hat. Gotta make a wand. I have a little mini deck of cards somewhere. Oh, I think I know where they're at. Put them in here. Yep, she's spying. All right. Put this one in, and then we just got one more, and then painting time. The fun stuff. Probably paint it like I could paint it kind of the same color. I don't want to do it all black, but maybe like a mahogany or something. Let me put some glue up at the top here. I need a stick. Let me find my stick thing. Get some. I can pull this bottom out. Let me see. Pull this bottom part out just a hair. I pushed it in just a little bit too far. Let me put the top in first. There it is. My little gluey fingerprints all over. I'm just going to go over this again so it doesn't get... Alright, there we go. Find my baby wipes real quick. What did I do with them flipping things? I'm always losing everything around here. And it's not messy. It's disorganized. Always. She's always spying on me. What else is new? The ones I sent you. Wait a minute. What were we talking about? Hang on. I'm just now looking at the chat thing. I'm getting this zone. I always forget. What did I send you? I can't remember now. I send you a lot of stuff. I need to send you your little pyramid house. And I have a funny card too to send you. My brother's coming. Oh, scissors. Yeah. I got too many scissors. My scissor tree. My daughter is still mad about that too. That she bought me a mug tree and I use it for scissors. I said, why? I can hold more this way. If I used it for mugs, I'd only be able to hold 4 mugs. And that's it. Alright, let's do the last one. Get this sucker painted. Let me get my paint out while I'm standing up here. What is this? On a burgundy, on a mahogany. Let me look under. No. Every time I get into my paint, I end up dropping them and mixing them all up, and we're all color coordinated. Hang on, I'll be right back. Let me go grab another bottle because I may be out of mahogany, or one of my kids stole it because they're always taking my paint. All right. It was hidden. I had to go digging. I like mahogany. I think that's a good color, especially for this. All right, we're still good. Let me grab my drink. I'm parched. Forgot to bring my drink over here. Okay. Let me move my tablet here. Oh, goodness gracious. Put this right here. Hang on, I gotta take this out. Because if I don't take it out, I'll forget. And then I'll be like stuck and I'll be like, nah. My daughter just said she's on her way home. It's my last mahogany in stock, so I'm taking it. I have to make me a little list. Order some more. I'll be making another Stamperia order next week for the new collection. So if there's something out of stock, like with this and stuff, because I think almost all of this is sold out. But if there's something out of stock and you want something, all you gotta do is just write me an email and I can tell you if it's still available or anything like that. And I can get it for you. I'm pretty good at doing that. I always write myself a little note. Make sure I get it. Also, if you guys get stuff from my Etsy store and you go through my Linktree link, there is a 10% off coupon there. It's like kind of like a little bonus for people who use my Linktree link. And they're on all my platforms. All right, there we go. That gave that time to dry too. Double check that. Make sure that's right length. You look good. Is that one? edge off. Alright. Just check this. Put those little marks in. I'm going to glue it. I need it just a hair more. Alright, there we go. Do this side. Extra lines will confuse me. What the heck? Alright. Ooh. See, I think like doing no theme stuff it's like a blessing and a curse at the same time. Because it's kind of got to be like when I do my Halloween books and I try to do like, you know, if I just do anything that's creepy or something like that, that's like it, like I could just boom pull that out. When I got to do something that does have a theme, and if I don't have an idea right away, oh, it can be tough. You know, especially if I'm trying to just use certain products. Like if I'm only using Stamperia products, that's tough. Like anything to me that has like steampunk, that's or like travel, that's always the easiest for me. Flowers and stuff like that are usually harder because you want to do something different. Well, for me anyway, I want to do something different, you know, and not just the same old thing, but it's very limited, I think. You can't really do much with it. You know, you can't. That's why anytime I've ever done flower ones, I always try to do like something a little bit different so they don't all look the same. They all look fine, but I get bored with it. That's just me. When I do stuff like this that has like a specific genre and you can like, what in the world? It, to me, it makes it a little bit easier. Woo. All right, put these on here. I put the bottom in first. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the wind is whipping. Freaking me out. We're under like some kind of wind advisory. Where'd that? Let me see if I can pull this out just a hair. Don't go back in. About more. I can't, then it is what it is. There we go. Yeah, let me start again. I don't want to bring any attention to this, but I am seriously, as a mother, am ticked off about a certain person who, you know what, to her little baby is now on TikTok and said that she's advocating for her daughter in whom she, was guilty of unaliving. I'm pretty ticked off about that. I can't even believe that there's even people following her. I'm just like, what the heck? I don't know if it's morbid curiosity or what. All right. Boom. There we go. All right. Let me hit this with the heat gun so I can kind of dry this a little bit. And then, I know. It's like, what is wrong with people? Don't give her any attention. And she has her comments off. I'm like, what a coward. You're going to say all that and then just have your comments off? Heck no. I think it's that people just don't realize or don't know who she actually is and what she actually did because they're too young. I don't know, but it makes me mad. Oh yeah, feels pretty good. Give it a once over. See the glue that I used up here and stuff, see it all dries clear, which is great. Oh my gosh, she really gives me the heebie-jeebies. She always has. Even before she was released, I watched her documentary and I'm like, she's just creepy. And maybe that's just because of her whole situation. What the heck was that? Oh, her whole situation. Understandable. But then when she got out and then she was all like weird and just it's just too much weirdness. I don't know. I think she's like a master manipulator. And she probably learned it from her mother because that's what her mother was known for. You know? That's all she knows. I have no idea, but it's something she should get help for, I think, anyway. I don't know. I just think it's like these days it seems like it's a gift if you could see through people like that. Because a lot of people just don't, or they see stuff that that aren't actually there, and then you're like, what? And I'm just like, I don't know. It's get this sucker painted. I had some like little details to it, like with the lighter brown or something. But yeah, she definitely. And now we have the whole Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni thing. I swear, I think that she really just like screwed herself with this whole thing, because I think she was expecting him not to have all the text messages and all that. I know, right? That's pretty twisted. And she doesn't talk to any of the other family anymore either. Like, apparently. You're talking about Gypsy Rose, right? Yeah. Just this whole, like, there's so much mess. The mess. Like the same thing I tell Ruby. Look at this mess. And I love filling in Jeremy on what's happening, because he is not on it. He's not on social media. He has like an Instagram account that he's like never been on and stuff. So I'm like, oh my gosh, where have you been? And I'll be telling him and stuff. Even like political news. I'm like, did you see what happened here? Did you see what happened here? He's like, no, I haven't been on my phone all day. I've been working. And I'm like, oh my gosh, let me tell you. And so I'll tell him what happened. And then he goes and he looks. He just steers clear of it. So he has no idea. He also doesn't understand a lot of like the trends and stuff on like social media, like why people are doing certain things or what it means. He's real slow on the uptake, let me tell you. And I'm like, Jeremy, seriously, how do you not get that? I was like, I showed Ella, she understood it immediately. And he's like, I don't know what that means. I think it's funny. Yeah, he sure did. I'm tired. I'm so tired of women sitting there doing that. Like, legit, as somebody who has, survived an SA and everything like that, it's insulting to women like us and actual victims, to be honest with you. Because what's going to happen is there's going to get laws put in place that makes it so much harder for victims to come forward, actual victims, because of so many people, crying wolf when there was no wolf in the first place. You know what I mean? And that's what it's going to do, is they're going to be stricter. There was like that chick who accused like the sorority, like, I don't know, like 7-8 years ago, of doing something, and they all got like jail time or kicked out of college and stuff. She ruined their lives, and then she came out like just last year and said that she lied. I'm like, dude, you can't be doing that. You've ruined the lives of like 7 people, and you think just, oh, I'm sorry, is going to fix it. A lot of those guys, that's on their record permanently. Not anymore, but it is, it was. No job. They got kicked out of college. I mean, that's messed up. And like the lady with the Uber, the heavy set woman who called the Uber, and the guy came in like a Honda Civic to pick her up, and he denied it because she was not going to fit. And then she sat there and decided to make a TikTok about it and sue, or it wasn't Uber, it was Lyft, and sue Lyft. And the guy got fired because of it. And her case was thrown out, And so I'm like, what about the guy? If I was that guy, I'd be sitting there suing her for lost wages and stuff because she got him fired. This whole crying wolf generation's got to stop. And like I said, I feel bad for actual victims because they're going to make it harder for people to come forward when they actually have had something happen to them. And that's really sad. You know, it's already hard enough to come forward and tell somebody something that happened to you. Um, and now, you know, if you're met with harsher laws and stuff, and you have to have like super duper evidence or anything like that, it's just going to make it 10 times worse. Nobody's going to want to come forward. And that's just, that to me is the saddest thing. It's just, you know, I'm tired of it. Uh-huh. And you don't want to be like one of those people that's all sue happy. Oh, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. But how else are they going to learn? That's the only way that things actually change, is when lawsuits happen, unfortunately. I don't even know how we got on this. Oh yeah, well, I don't know, but that whole like the Casey Anthony thing has really bothered me. You know, the whole case bothered me, that she was found not guilty. I don't even understand that. But it wouldn't be the first time that a jury has gotten it wrong. A highly publicized case. All right, let me hit this with the dryer so I can hold it somewhere else. Uh-huh. And that's the only way you could get them to back off and pay bills. And isn't it a shame that they like, oh, insurance companies are the worst. They'll get out of paying for anything. It's ridiculous. Out of, you pay for the insurance, so it's there, and they will literally try to get out of paying anything, even though you're paying them to take care of this stuff. It's ridiculous. I think this is coming out pretty good. On a different note, let me do this side. Oh, speaking of TV shows, I started watching Only Murders in the Building, and that's actually a pretty good show. I think it's pretty good. I like it. And my husband and I watched the ones who live, the Walking Dead thing, you know, where Rick and all that. It was okay. They have one of Daryl Dixon, and that one was actually better, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, I like that one so much better than that one. And apparently they made like 3 seasons of that already, and I'm like, I have no idea where I've been. Living on a rock, I guess. But they're really playing out the Walking Dead universe here. But the Daryl Dixon one, I have to say, that one was pretty good. You kind of find out like that the plague or whatever, the Walking Dead thing, started in France. They were experimenting. They did it on purpose. And then my husband was like, well, the only one we haven't watched is Fear the Walking Dead, because I can't stand that chick who's on it. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, you just watch episode 1. And she's the blonde-headed chick. She's played in a bunch of stuff. And I don't like her. She was on Gone Girl. She was like the detective on Gone Girl. And I don't like her. And I'm I don't know. I can't get into this one. For some reason, it just bothers me. And we've tried watching it before, and then we just stop. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. And my husband was like, I can't either. It's just awful. So, but we're trying it again. You haven't? It's okay. I have to say, it's a good show. And it's not bad. It's not a bad show. But everything that they do survival wise is nothing that I would do with zero survival skills. I will definitely say that. Like, I would not do some of the things that they did on that show. I'm like, why would you do that? You know, that's so stupid. You know, so it's very frustrating. But of course, they do that, you know, to up the drama and stuff. So I get it, but it's annoying. It's just the little things like that that really bug you, that you're like, why would you do that? Nobody would do that in a survival situation. If they did, they would not be around. And then there's other things like, I mean, this goes on for years and years. You know, they do a fast forward thing where it's like kids born during the apocalypse are like 10, 11, and 12 now. You know, if it's like today. And I'm like, why are there still zombies? Why? There should not be still millions and millions of zombies. 12 years later, they would be decayed and disgusting. They would be gone. They would just like, they're biodegradable. They would not be there anymore. So it's just, that just boggles your mind a little bit. You know, there's just little things in it that kind of irritate you. Fair warning. And they don't make good decisions. You know, I mean, like if I was gonna get like shelter somewhere, doesn't matter where it is, Costco, Walmart, a prison, my house, anywhere, I would be securing that bad boy in a heartbeat. I'm not gonna sit there and like gate off, and then there's walkers on the other side. You know what I mean? That don't seem smart to me. Get rid of them. Clear out the pests. You don't cohabitate with them. That's just weird. And that's essentially what they are. Yeah, it's in the script. Yeah, you would be yelling at I yell at the screen. I'm like, what are you doing? You know? Now, there are a lot of shocking moments that you're not expecting on The Walking Dead. So that kind of makes up for it, but not much. I will say, though, Negan, he was one of my favorite characters because he would say some of the funniest out of pocket things ever. But he was also a tyrant, so he was not very well liked by anybody, but I thought it was funny. I mean, especially towards the end. My husband and I actually use a lot of his little catchphrases still. Like, he was like, there's a, bad guy or whatever, and it was a chick, and he like is just making joke. He got captured by them or something. I don't even remember the context, but she was threatening to do all kinds of stuff to him and stuff, like, if he didn't talk. And he was like, well, don't threaten me with a good time. And so now my husband and I say that to each other all the time. But yeah, he was funny. Just the witticisms that came out of his mouth were hilarious. And it would be like in the most serious situation. you know, like somebody's about to die or, you know, something bad's happening. And then he would just say the most out of pocket stuff, and you just start laughing, and everybody has a serious look on their face. I wouldn't, not even during an apocalypse. I wouldn't. I'd be laughing my butt off. I'd be like, dude, what's wrong with you? Okay, that's came out pretty good, I think. Let me see what it looks like. All right, let's give it a little bit of kick. Let's see, what's this? This is earth brown. This might work, or cookie. I'm just going to take this. Oh, here comes Ruby Q. I was just talking about you.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, it was. I was talking about The Walking Dead.
It's an interesting, like a press. Makes it look like a circuit board.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about. It's an embossing folder.
Why me in reference to The Walking Dead?
Well, I was talking about how we started watching Fear the Walking Dead, and it's really hard to get into because it's just one of the, you know, The Walking Dead, and it's frustrating to watch. I think these people, though, had it a lot easier than the actual Walking Dead show. I mean, they were in California. The military guarded off their subdivision or whatever and protected them. And then they went from there to a mansion to get all cleaned up with electricity, and then went on a yacht, and now they're in the mansion in Mexico. I mean, that's pretty lucky. Everybody was as lucky in the Walking Dead series, but I don't know. It's hard to get into.
The character is not very likable.
None of them are.
Nope.
Not even, oh my gosh. Ella calls, there's one guy who's on there. He's got like long hair, and he looks like a Johnny Depp wannabe. Like young Johnny Depp, but not good looking. But he's got like the same hair and mannerisms and stuff. And she calls him the Temu Johnny Depp, and his name is Donnie Jepp. That's what Ella calls him. She had me rolling. Oh, that was funny. You know how Ella is. Is that the wind kicking outside?
It's really, really blowing.
Is it? Did they make sure everything's put up, right?
It's going to blow a storm tonight.
Is it?
Yeah. Did you bring some up here like I told you? We have that one. It's not.
Bum, 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 bum. All right, just gonna make it. Let me put some little things right here. I'm gonna highlight those little parts. Can take my distress oxide too. I think it came out pretty good. It kind of gives it just a little bit of kind of a woodsy look. I know. Ella's funny though. She's like, she has my wicked sense of humor. It's hilarious. I'm gonna paint the back too. Will help. Now I can use up the rest of my paint too. So I think I'll be working on this probably the rest of this week, and then probably on Saturday I might, if I didn't do the little ticket booth, then that will be what I do on Saturday. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get that done. I mean, you see how quick I got this done. Do it in a day. To me, it's just the decorating the shelves and junk will take the longest. You know? All right, I'm gonna do this. And then I'm just gonna seal it real quick, and then I'm gonna put the little handles on, and then I'm gonna be done for the night. Went over a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I will be working on this right now after the live because it's up. Oh, there's my baby. Hi, my baby. Look at my baby. There's my honey. Can you see him? There's my baby. What are you doing, big boy? Come here, Papa. What are you doing, big boy? Huh? You being good? Yeah. You come up here to see Mommy, didn't you? Yes, you did. And probably. Oh yeah, he keeps hearing noises. Oh, I did. I left the door open. I had to run in there to go get some paint. Now these little thingies, I could put like up here when I put it inside the thing, you know, just as decoration. And then I could put like this one on the other one. So, but the perfect fit. Where's my little bottle? And then there's a little bottle. The perfect. Look at that. You can't get much better than that. And then I probably won't glue it in. I don't think, because I kind of want it to be able to open. Unless I pull it out a little bit like that and then leave the lid accessible to open. I think that would be good. All right, let me seal this, put those little things on, and I'll be all done. I made a shelf.
I see that. I'm folding laundry.
I love a man who does that.
I love a woman who does that.
Yeah, not this woman. I hate folding laundry. I'll live out of a suitcase. I don't care. You know how much I hate laundry. Blah.
Yep, there's evidence of it everywhere.
You have to go to work anytime this week?
Maybe. Why?
I was just wondering.
Not that I know of. You have too much paperwork to do.
I like doing paperwork.
It's not a fun kind of paperwork.
Like,
Boring. Very boring kind.
Caleb wrote me a little bit ago and said she was on her way home.
Oh. Tell her to, if you're white, tell her to be careful on the wind.
Well, you could tell her. Or you could just leave her alone and let her, she'll figure it out.
If she's on the road, it'd be best just leave her alone. It's hard enough getting her from point A to point B in one piece as it is.
Yeah. Well, maybe she'll learn to quit. Oh, gosh. I haven't even told you guys what else she did. She almost wrecked our other car. Like, when was that? A couple weeks ago, right? When we had to go get tires put on her car. And, yeah. And she didn't know, I guess, that Jeremy was leaving like super early because the appointment was like at 8 o'clock in the morning. And so he had to drive, go do that. And she got all hippie about it. Well, I didn't know. Right? And so I said, you're just going to have to take our car and then he'll just come out and swap out with you when it's done. Well, instead of like turning around in the driveway, she just backed straight up and went down the side of the driveway and hit the mailbox. I have pictures. I'll send them to you, Angela. Wait till you see what she did. And I'm like, that? I was like, why is that? And I was walking in the living room and I was like, it just caught my eye that the mailbox was sideways, even all the way up at the front door, you could see it. And I'm like, what the heck just happened? And I was like, I asked Jeremy, I was like, was the mailbox like this when you left? And he was like, no. And I was like, then it had to have happened when Kaylin left. And of course, and she didn't tell me, she told Jeremy when I guess they met up or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that she slipped down the driveway. I was like, no, you didn't. You just went straight down the driveway. She went so far over and she was backing up. But the point is where she usually parks, her car wasn't there, and she could have just backed up in the driveway and then went down first. I know. I was mad. Woo! And she busted our tail light. Wasn't it the tail light? She scraped the side of the car. And she's like, it's fine. I'll fix it when I get home. I was like, Heifer, I don't think you realize what you did. I was mad. So, and then, of course, so that was like 2 weeks before when she was getting other tires onto her car. And then last Friday, one of the brand new tires, she ran over something metal and popped that. She's the oldest one. She's not supposed to be costing us so much money. Ruby needs to have a bath. Why is she talking about that?
I don't know.
I didn't. I told you that Casey Anthony had a TikTok account, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. She's got like 60,000 followers now. 60,000 sickos sitting there following her. Why? I have no idea. Casey Anthony, this is before your time.
Ruby, I want that room clean. Help her out. Just keep her on task, please.
I'll be done here in just a second. I was working really good. I wanted to get it done.
That's fine. We just couldn't wait any longer.
No, I don't care.
Things we gotta get done.
That don't bother me one bit. Nobody else cares. You guys don't care, do you? Nope. See, I didn't even look. I know they don't care. They can hear Ruby all the way downstairs anyway.
I know she's wound up.
But that's not a big deal. It would only be a big deal if I was in the middle of explaining something and she was just being loud, right here in my ear. But I've learned to tune it out. And all of the chicks on here are all like moms. They know how to ignore it.
What are you looking for? Here,
I'm
get
trying to
those
see.
earpieces.
So if I'm out of the view, sorry. I just can't see because it's kind of dark. What happened?
I'm just a little upset.
Oh, I thought like
Can talk to her until like 30. And then Ruby's gotta get in bath.
not in here.
No, she's going in there with Ruby. What? You're gonna help in there while you're talking to her.
All right, getting good. I don't know if I could. No, I didn't. I can tell by looking at it.
Stays with me. You put those in your ears. You call her, and the phone stays here with me.
Okay, I don't know that phone number. I got one in.
Go get it.
I don't know if I told you guys, but our neighbor, the one little girl who always comes over, she and her family moved to Florida. It's been pleasantly quiet.
Has it?
Well, she hasn't been like ringing the
She
doorbell.
wasn't the one that was the biggest causer of noise.
What?
Air bunches more noise than she was.
No. I'm talking about like we don't have to worry about people coming over.
Unexpected visitors.
Unexpected visitors just make my skin crawl. Or you could just tell me you're coming over just so I'll clean my house really quick, and then just 20 minutes later say, no, never mind.
So you need that motivation.
Yeah, I do. Sometimes I do. Or I watch an episode of Hoarders, and then I'm like, yeah, I feel like I need to clean. I do that for everything. If I need motivation to go exercise, I watch My 600-Pound Life.
You put those things in yours.
Yeah.
Do that first.
I need a reason not to have a glass of wine or something. I watch Intervention. I won't say why I watch crime documentaries.
That explains a lot.
It's frustrating mostly because of the mistakes that people make, and you're like, why would you do that? This doesn't make any sense. Is that Kaylin? Or was that Ella?
Ella.
I can't tell them two apart
They
anymore.
sound more and more alike all the time.
Especially their
Ella's
cackling.
giving
Yeah.
Kalen's laugh now. Hey, El Rose, Mom's still alive. Check yourself.
Ella was laughing. All right, I think I got it. What?
Love is overwhelming.
Why? What are they doing now?
Just berating each other.
Well, that's what siblings do. Thank God I was an only child my whole life. till I was 23. Would have been like Step Brothers. All right, let me check this and make sure I got. I can tell where I have missed spots.
Here, can you put your kitty?
Oh,
Sit on FaceTime. Is that what it's supposed to be?
all right. I'm not gonna do the back. Oh, I did the back. I was sitting here talking. I have no idea what I've done. All right, there we go. Let me just hit it here. I think it looks pretty good. I wanted it to look old, and I think the mahogany color works out really good for that. And then if you just do like a lighter brown color over top of it like it did and just kind of streak it, it makes it look like it's like an old piece of furniture. If I would have had all these supplies when I was young, I would have had the ultimate Barbie furniture and Barbie house. I would have been all up on that. One thing I did last time, I made something like this with the drawers, is I took little pieces of paper and I stuck them out of the top right here and stuff, but I glued them down, but they were just partial pieces. And I did that so it looked like messy and disorganized. I may do that again. I don't know. All right, let me glue these on and get them out. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, where? Hang on a second. Let me find my little tweezers. I gotta set this stuff right here real quick, so just ignore that. It's stuff. I got some stuff I'm sending to my grandma. Box. Let me put this back over here. All right, we're on the home stretch now. making this one's crooked, but it's the actual, that thing. Whatever, just a hair. Bless you. What is that? It sounded weird.
What's that?
I don't know. It just sounded weird.
The wind howling, making all
I
kinds
think
of
this
crazy
one's
noises.
upside down. It is. Turn this one out. Oh, there it is. So I was like, why does that one look weird on top? I turn this one upside down too. Mm-mm. That little sucker don't want to go down. Trying to see if they, and I think they look straight. I watched, I've never watched Snap, but I like Secrets of the Morgue. That was a good show. All right, remove this. Get the book out. Put that in there. I want to decorate the chest before. Oh my gosh, I meant to put it in paint before I put it in the book. Oh, there we go. We don't want to do that. Hold on. See, just putting those little lines in, and then I'll probably put like little pieces of paper sticking up out of there and stuff like that. That I can do while it's still while it's in the book. That's not a big deal. Alright. Whoa, what was that? Okay, let me move stuff so I don't get paint in any more places that I don't want it to go. I have so much stuff over here on my desk. I move these, put those over there. I'm gonna put this in my little, this is a gel pad, like with a G, and you use it to make image transfers, but I use it as a palette mostly. Okay. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect. Can I lay this down? I think that looks good right there. This will also help keep my book straight. Where'd it go? Where'd my glue go? Oh, I didn't even see it. It's stuck in there. Get this hot glue stringies off of it. It actually will stick in there like this really, really good because it's just cardboard or chipboard, whatever you want to call it. Let me look at this. Okay, let me put a little bit of weight on that sucker. Put that right there. So now this can still open, close, do whatever. I don't want to push on this because I'll push it in because it's just a facing. The cover. Oh yeah, it does. Well, I have some, like I have a whole deck of like little itty bitty cards that are like 1/4 of an inch big. But yeah, I'll have to check the sheets. It has a lot of playing card stuff. Like I use some out of the paper cuts and stuff like that. And let me push this in. But yes, I got plenty of playing card options and junk like that. I'll probably make, like I said, I'll probably make like a top hat. That's really easy to do. I'll make a little wand, like magician wand, put it on the shelf up here, or I'll put it in the thing. I can also do like little props and put them in the trunk. I'll just have to think of what kind of props. And I want to decorate the trunk with this kind of thing, with this theme stuff. Look, it's got these little things right here, and I could put those over, see this? And put those like on the sides of the trunk right here. So, I mean, that'll work. I got all kinds of little Gadgets and gadgets and stuff. Yeah, use some playing cards for the drawers and have them stick out. I can do that. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Any trouble?
Is Kaylin home? I'm just holding this in so I can get it squished. She's like my biggest fan when it comes to my book creations. She's the one who actually gave me the idea for the Welcome Home book for the signatures to be rooms in the book. Each signature is a room kind of thing.
She started making books in the first place.
Yeah, she started making books first, actually. And then, so she kind of taught me how to make like a simple book. And then it just kind of went from there. And look at that, it fits perfectly. So, it's magic. Man, that wind is scary. Like, scary wind. That's not too bad. Let me straighten this. My cover back here is a little bit curved, so I'm trying to get it. I don't want to peel anything. Get the glue off my fingers. Here, let me do this. And now when I lay it sideways, I won't have to put that doohickey in it, my paperweight. So, yeah. Is that the dog?
Yeah.
What did he do? Did he shock himself?
He's by himself. I have no idea.
Oh.
Everybody's up here.
But I have like the little bird cage and put it in there.
Maybe in the kitchen by himself.
Oh, yeah, that may be. Oh, he's whining. Listen. Does he think he was dying? See? And now it sits up. So now I don't have to have, because before it would just kind of plop over. So when I get the other thing up here on this front part right here, it will stand perfectly straight like that. So it's a good stability thing. So here, oh good, you guys can see. So it is very much Dorothy weather, but I am not going to Oz. I want to stay right here. I got to finish this book. I don't have time for that. And my window, though, is making all kinds of noise. Okay, so and just recap. Here is, I like that this can move, the stage with the lights. Here are the lights.
Are you done with my phone?
Right here. I kind of like, ooh, that's like something reflected. It must have been my bedroom light.
Huh?
There.
It's 8:30.
I like how it looks like a stage and it's all lit up. Even things behind the curtains, which are good. See, all the lights are back there and everything. And then, oh, there's my little. And it does have glow in the dark stuff. I just have to break out the UV light to do that. And then I got the spine done. Kind of hard to get it all in there. And I put those on the side. Right there. What I may do is I may actually like glue that down. I kind of like it hanging, but I kind of like it stationary where it stays in place. I don't know yet. And then here is the other side right here. Here's the door. Right there. Hang on. I got like a 30-second delay. And then we got the signatures right here. And then I'm going to have the ticket booth right here. I just put in his little shelf knocking over something. Right there. And like I said, I will put the, where to go? I'm going to do it the little trunk. That's going to go there. Made some room so it could still be opened. I may put something back here, like paper stuff or something. I don't know. And then this is for all the other stuff. And then, like I said, I'll find stuff to put in here that kind of sticks out and everything. And so, yeah, I think that came out pretty good so far. So far, I'll be happy when it's done. So, but yeah, I think it's coming out pretty good. I always have the biggest fear of not having the stuff like measured right. Like put it in there and it doesn't work. But yeah. Thank you. Because it's magic. Oh, that feels so cool. You have no idea. I love the textury stuff right here. I still got like a glue gun stringies. Alright, so when I get the little ticket booth here, I'll have to figure out if I'm going to put lights up in it to make it like, light up like a ticket booth. And if I need to, that's no problem. I just have to figure out where I want to put the little switch. I may have to put it like over here or something, or make it a little bit smaller and then put it on the side or something, like, I don't know. Just have to see. Oh my gosh, y'all hear Jack with baby. Big baby. All right, you guys. So I will probably be on live on Saturday. And around 2 p.m. Eastern time. And whatever else I have to finish for this will be on Saturday. And I think that is it. All right, you guys. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for all the ideas and stuff like that. And listening to my rants and everything. Let me get all this little stringy stuff. I think it came out pretty good. He's very upset because he got put to bed. When nobody's down there, he's like untrustworthy. He'll get in the stuff, like the garbage or something. All right, you guys. I will see you guys on Saturday. Thanks for joining me on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And I'll put an event post up on my TikTok page so that you know. And you can add it to your calendars or whatever. All right. Can I do it? The mini furniture? Are you talking about on this or in the inside? I mean, what you're talking about? My thing is glitching. Hang on a minute. It's just a shelf for right now. I haven't put anything in it yet. I just got done making the shelf. And I'll do a recap video. I always post a recap after my lives of what we did. And you could go and rewatch them on my YouTube and stuff. They're automatically posted on there. The shelf? Yeah, I just did that on live. I just made this right here. And painted it and everything. I just got it. I just glued it in and got it all done. and everything. So, yep.
Yeah.
I always make my stuff from scratch. I very rarely will use like dollhouse stuff or anything. I usually make it myself. Oh, thank you. If you go to like my Facebook page, Four Girls Stole My Heart, or my YouTube channel, Four Girls Stole My Heart, you can watch how I made it. I was on at 5 today, and I just got done and everything. All right, you guys, I gotta get off of here so I can go tell my Rubik's Cube, get her in the bath and stuff. And like I said, I'll be on Saturday. Whatever I don't finish for the rest of the week, that's what I'll do on Saturday. But hopefully, I will be like really close to done with this, because I got one more thing I got to put right here. And then I got to decorate the shelves and then just like jazz it up in places and stuff like that. So, all right. You guys have a good evening, and I will see you guys on Saturday.